This Yahoo was sent in by Drew Davenport, Emerald member, level 6 Yahoo Shaman. Thank you, Drew. It's by Yahoo Answers user Blondie, who asks, I kissed a guy a year ago. Is his spit still in my mouth?
Deep.
Last year I made out with a guy. Is his spit still in my mouth? Update. Was his spit ever in my mouth? Update 2. I had sex with him too.
But you're more concerned with the spit.
Yeah, because spit's super gross.
I guess it depends on if you've spit since then.
You're saying if you kept your mouth closed, then you would have all the same spit from that night. Sort of an extended version of like, I'm never washing the hand that I shook George Takei's hand with kind of thing.
Exactly.
Sure. I kissed the inside of George Takei's mouth, and I got a full mouthful of George Takei's spit, and then I kept my mouth closed, and I haven't spoken or swallowed since that day.
I am drowning. Please help.
I'm drowning. I'm dry drowning on land, on Takei.
If every breath you take has one molecule of Caesar's last breath, as we all know, that is true. I would assume that molecules of spit probably dissipate. Wait a minute. Why do you want to know this? What are you asking? Why is this person
wait,
asking?
hold on. Yeah, I want to dive into this. What situation are you in which you have to determine this?
Has to be voodoo curse. Has to be 100%, no question, voodoo curse. Not even
or like a location spell?
Cloning?
You can't separate the molecules for cloning. It can't be anything scientific because you can't scientifically assess this. However, if we are in black magics, you wouldn't need numbers to quantify it. You would just need the existence of the spirit.
Why do you immediately jump to black magic? It could be, white magic. It could be like
if it was white magic, you would call him and ask him for more spit.
But what if he's missing?
You think it's a okay? So
I'm saying you're trying to find him. You haven't seen him in a year, and you're worried.
If you're going to harness the power of Yahoo Answers to do something, maybe ask, has anybody seen Doug?
Have not seen Doug in years. Need help. Voodoo Priestess, welcome.
I love Doug. Does he have big tits? I'm on Yahoo Answers.
You're Doug.
Everyone on Yahoo Answers is 13 and doesn't know what tights are. That's what they call them because they don't even know how to pronounce that word.
I watch Doug every afternoon on Nickelodeon.
They don't because they're 14 and that show's not on the air anymore.
My parents let me watch MTV whenever I want.
If I kissed a guy a year ago, is his spit still in my mouth? I mean, your mouth is fibrous. It's spongy.
Well, let's finish that question with a second half of the sentence, because blank. So, because all I can think is, I kissed a guy a year ago. Is his spit still in my mouth because I can hear his thoughts?
Or maybe you just want to know.
Just like I just thought about kissing Dave at last year's New Year's Eve party, and now I want to know, I got a little bit of Dave in my mouth.
Maybe do I have to carry Dave your spit? I carry it in my spit. That's
Dave,
coming
it's Janine. I was just kind of let you know. I'm thinking about if your spit's in my mouth. You want to grab dinner sometime?
Maybe get some more spit up in there? Just the food for thought.
You can put spit wherever you want. In my mouth? Mostly my mouth, please.
Is going to see Doug again, and they need a conversation starter. Funny. I was reading on the internet. I don't remember if you remember when we kissed a year ago, and then had sex. I think of them in that order. But I did find out on the internet using some social engineering tactics that some of your spit is still in my mouth. Isn't that funny? What have you been up to? I miss you.
I miss you.
Doug, I miss you so much.
I miss you, Doug.
We haven't spoken in a year, Doug.
And we haven't had sex in equally as long, Doug, or kissed.
Who is this woman with you, Doug?
I know that sex was kind of an afterthought, but...
Whose baby is that, Doug?
That's weird.
It's weird.
That didn't come out of me, did it? I'm bummed out now. Our mouths are just like... That thing about Caesar's last breath has me thinking, like, there's definitely everyone's spit in my mouth at this point in the whole world.
Griffin, do you want to be more disturbed? Like, people die and go back to the earth, and then that dirt and dust blows around in the air. So there's dead people particles in your mouth whenever you breathe in.
You're
You're eating dead people every time you eat anything.
Oh, great. Cool and great.
You could
is what that
people
is.
use Caesar's last breath a lot, but you could use that for any person in any situation. Like every time you breathe in, you're breathing in the air that Hitler inhaled to sing "Happy Birthday" to his nephew that one time.
Oh, and then you say something really offensive, and you're like, so that was Hitler's breath. That was
Hitler's.
breath.
That was a little Hitler breath molecule that came. Your breath smells like shit. It's not me. It's the Hitler breath from the nephew's birthday.
Every time you breathe, you're breathing in the air that Neil Armstrong used to tell his wife he wasn't sure he'd be able to go to the moon because he had really bad diarrhea.
Yeah.
Did you know that? That's science.
When Lance Armstrong confessed to Oprah he was cheating, that whole time he's and now I get that. I get fucking dirty cheater breath. God damn it.
You know that big note, "In My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion?
Oh man, we got a lot. Half my breath is that note. There's so much note there.
She recorded that in a submarine, so that's probably not that air's been filtered.
and that was the only time she'd ever performed the song.
She exited underwater via airlock and then sank the submarine, the torpedo that she fired from her mouth.
Just to be safe.
Returned to her husband, Prince Namor, to rule over Atlantis forever and ever. These men think they can infest our waters. I will punish them the only way I know how, by singing a beautiful song and then sinking their submarine. I'm
This
French.
has been our most scientific episode today.
You are learning a lot this week, I think, from us.